Silvester woke from his dreams. He climbed the steep stairs to his attic. He hadn't been up here for years. An owl hooted somewhere nearby. There was nighttime traffic not too far away. The moon shone brightly through the window to the sky. Silvester was the puppet master who hadn't put on a puppet show for years, who thought he'd been forgotten by the world. But in the past few weeks, everything had begun to change. There were posters on the walls from ancient times, posters that told of performances by Silvester's magical puppet theatre all around the globe. He sat down at his workbench, brushed away some dust and cleared the cobwebs. He switched on the little lamp there and sat for a while, his hands in its pool of light. He seemed to be thinking hard, or maybe he was still dreaming. On the workbench, bits of puppet lay in the dust. There was a box of half-made upper legs and lower legs, a box of half-made arms, bits of wood that had turned into nothing yet. Dark wood, pale wood, heavy wood, light wood, half-carved hands, a few misshapen feet, lumpy torsos, skinny torsos. A few unfinished heads dangled on strings from the ceiling. There were old tubes of paint and pots of glue, tweezers and needles and drills and bits of sandpaper and tiny saws, curls of wire and lengths of string, a box full of clothes. Just bits and pieces, fragments. Silvester sighed. How wonderful to be among these things again, to be in his attic again, to be at his bench again. It was like coming to life again. Spiders spun on strings in the moonlight, and woodlice crawled over the bench. Down by the skirting board, a little mouse squeaked. "Hello, spiders," said Silvester. "Hello, woodlice. Hello, little mouse." He let a spider run across his hand, and he smiled at the tiny tickling it made. "Hello, owl," he said to the owl that hooted outside once more. Somewhere a baby started to cry, and then was calmed again. "Night, night," Silvester whispered. "Sweet dreams, little one." He stared into the moonlight, then set to work. He used thin wire and tweezers to put together a leg and then another leg. One was longer than the other. One had a very wobbly knee joint. One was dark wood, one was light. He added feet, one with a black butt, one with a brown. He found a pair of arms, one of them with powerful-looking muscles. One hand had the full 4 fingers, the other only 3. He found a skinny torso and wired the arms and legs to it. He took one of the dangling heads from its string. It was pine wood, yellowy brown. He attached it to the body. His hands moved swiftly. "Be brave," he whispered to himself. "Be as good as you ever were." He laughed at the puppet taking shape in his hands. "What a funny-looking thing you are," he said. He sandpapered its cheeks, then waxed them. He coloured its eyes green. He glued a few strands of black wool to the head for hair, much tidier. He stared into its eyes. "Hello, puppet," he said.